Okay, we're live. Hello. This is Nikita, Mystery of the Hidden Treasure. It's a Polish kids game from 2008. With me is Jan Mumrick. He's gonna help me commentate this run. But yeah, if you're ready on time, we'll start time in 3, 2, 1 and start time. So first off, we're like in the tutorial place, and we'll just skip all the tutorials by bouncing on the water here. I actually messed up and died. It's okay, we can just do that again. No worries. But yeah, Jen can start talking about the sword man. If you want.
Oh yeah. The first enemy in this game is very special. I think it's the only one we've noticed have this special ability to change his weapon size, and so he can have anything from a very small dagger until like a couple of times it has happened that he has a sword that covers the entire screen.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Fortunately, he had a pretty normal sword this time.
Yeah, it was boring. So we've already done like 8 different tricks and glitches. We've used invulnerability frames to skip on the water. We have gotten our head stuck under something, and when we do that we can jump forever. And then we have walked backwards, which is just broken in general. And there I got 3 jumps by walking off like into a sign, and for some reason that made it so I could jump 3 times instead of 2 times. I did so here again. It's sort of like a walk-off jump where if you walk off and then jump immediately, then you can get an extra jump. Oh,
yeah, so the game normally has a double jump mechanic, but you can bug out the game so you get 3 jumps instead.
Also, see if you can see what comes up when I pick up the coins throughout the run, because I've edited some files. See if you can notice what's going on.
And in the next level, we probably have one of the more impressive glitches in the run.
Yeah, it's
called the winner hover.
Yeah. Shadow's the multi-winner for discovering this. So I'm gonna do it now, and it's it used to be really precise, but now it's like free. And now I'm walking on air. That happens because we combine.
We kill ourselves, and when we spawn in during that time, we walk into the cutscene, but not too far. And if you just stop there for a little while and then start moving again, you're flying. However, if you jump during that time, you get pulled into the cutscene, or ish.
Yeah.
You start flying slowly forward and you can't do anything.
Yeah,
but if you go into the menu, you can exit the flying mode.
You get into like a state where you're supposed to be in a cutscene, but you're also like on this like skateboard thing, which is what happens after and during the cutscene. So one thing to note is that jumping and walking on like slopes is really borked in this game. You can see the textures that are different from all the other ones.
Some textures, the more like quality textures, you can walk on, and the other ones are you're supposed to not be able to walk or do anything, but that's where we usually abuse the backwards running.
Yeah, so like platforming in that sense, like getting up slopes and stuff, can be difficult because of that. And now we just manipulated that trampoline. You're not supposed to be able to move while the trampoline is like when you're on it, but if you don't move while landing on it and then immediately move, then you can actually control the trajectory, and that makes it so you can just skip a huge part of the level.
It's supposed to be a forced trajectory, but if you don't hold any buttons during the landing on it, you can move. Worst level, probably.
I don't know. I still enjoy this level. I love all the levels in this game.
Well, it has fighting, so it's...
That's true. I'm not sure if that counts as shots fired, though. We do have shots fired.
Yeah,
like real shots.
spears thrown.
Yeah, so I don't know if that counts. But there are shots, or shots fired. So don't worry.
So now it's a pretty long out of bounds section here. Just running on top of and jumping on top of a pretty small mountaintop.
Yeah, it's like between two invisible walls as well, so you can fall out on either side. And then also because the slopes are very steep, you can't get back up because of what we tried to explain earlier with how like what you can walk on detection works. And now we're just gonna get ourselves stuck in this wall so we can jump a bunch and then get above it and go to the fight itself. So optimizing this fight will involve jumping on pigs' heads while throwing spears, like this. And if done correctly, I can get a fast fight.
The pigs have 3 healths, so by jumping on one enemy, you can kill him while killing another one with the spears. Here you can also get one of the pigs to walk into a fire if you're lucky. And kill himself.
What? I got this, Jan!
Oh, you got the mega jump?
The thing that's happened once ever. Okay. That's happened once ever, and we've done a lot of runs of this game. That's actually really amazing.
Boy.
We have one clip of that ever happening. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. I think I know what causes it now, though. So that's really interesting. Let's fucking... let's...
Going into the cutscene while, like, bumping into spiders.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now we go back to the castle level again. And now we actually go into the castle. So we're going to avoid as much of it as possible.
I just missed a jump here. But this level used to have another, like, it used to have a lot of, like, shots fired. But then we routed that out at the last ESA. Shoutouts to Robbie backpedaling.
Yeah.
So
yeah, this slope is really hard to get up. But if you walk backwards, it's free.
Yeah.
It's the same thing that we do in Volcano 2 as well.
Yeah, you're gonna see us just walking backwards up a tree, and you're like, why can't you just run up? Well, you literally can't, you just get pushed back down again. So now we do some more skips. Jump over this mountain, even though we're not supposed to have control while in that like trampoline animation. And now instead of taking that boat down to my left, we're just gonna jump into the water. And then hug this tree. Oh god. Okay, it's fine. And then before hitting the water, hit the trigger and then next level. And now we're in Machu Picchu. And if things go wrong, I have to start print screen strats. And I don't wanna, so... We're already out of bounds.
Print screen strats is a pretty nice meme.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to Kung Cobra for finding it at USA.
USA was like...
However, if you have a good enough computer, it's not as good. It helps still, but it's not as much.
Come on. So this, getting up this jump. Okay.
So these...
Try to do with them.
Like the first...
There.
Well, the first jump we abuse by just doing the triple jump. And then the last one we can use print screen if it's a problem.
So if you haven't noticed, we're just going to the balloons, like at the end of each level, more or less. They're not always balloons, but we're just rushing to the end level trigger, more or less. Some levels have weird, like they don't have end level triggers, they have other things.
Yeah. And the next level is
yeah.
This used to have probably the worst boss fight ever.
Yeah, it
was one of the really bad boss fights. I guess that and the final one was...
Yeah.
Like both of those were really bad.
Like this was a really long level, like a really long, but as you can see, it isn't anymore.
It just loops around back to the start. It's pretty fun because I found a skip for the boss fight and I was like, oh yeah, cool. And then was going to record it. And then I thought, wonder where the end level triggers.
Yeah, so now we have 1 life, we have that on purpose. And we're gonna I just have to not get hit by a shark. Okay, safety, safety. I feel bad for going for safety, but... So we're jumping up this mountain, and then... Oh god, old strats was to run on the mountain. I messed up, I have to do this the weird way, by running at the wall while, like, being in the collision, sort of. Come on. Come on.
And there's an invisible wall there.
Damn,
so
fuck, I wasn't supposed to.
moving in between the invisible wall and the real wall. I mean, it would be easier, Brain Fluid, if you just downgrade your PC. It's like, or just find the really shitty one.
So we grab this checkpoint and then kill ourselves. Because now we have 5 life, which we need for the next part of the level. To do that one fast at least. So now we just get something stuck over our head so we can jump infinitely, and then we go on the mountain again. Now we're gonna skip across these like boats here, and then that'll get us to the last part of the level, which has a boss fight on a boat.
Yeah. And we are going to get our shots fired.
Yeah. So the boss fight we're on the way to. If we die at the same time as him, or we knock him in the water, we soft lock.
Actually, I found one thing. If you're lucky, if you knock him down in the water, you can technically kill him still.
Oh, with the like
because he's the water is not deep, so you can, if you know where he is, you can jump down in the water and jump on his head for him to die. But it's like really hard to actually jump on the right.
Okay, so this is the boss. I have to not take damage ever. I also have to not knock him in the water, and I have to not die at the same time as him. And we're gonna watch this cutscene, and 3, 2, 1, shot fired! There we go. So, skipping the rest of the cutscene. This totally should be in the marathon still. Good, yeah, good. Now we're back in the volcano level. This had like the most notorious skip ever, but it's become okay for a multitude of reasons.
I think my computer was way too good or something. I have no idea really why, but I managed to get the skip once before print screen strats after like 6 hours of trying to get it. So really happy for the print screen strats.
We're grabbing this checkpoint, gonna Robbie back pedal up this tree, jump on that like branch on its own, oh god, and then jump over here, and now we're on a roof, an invisible roof, and we're sliding along. So we found this like by total accident, and we need to go right here to get to the end level. So
there are a couple of invisible roofs in this level.
Yeah.
But yeah, what you're supposed to do is like walk through the entire level, then fight Spyro the Dragon, and fly on him in this last area.
Yeah.
So this last area you're not supposed to be able to walk through.
There's like coins in the air.
To fly. Yeah. You see the coins in there, you're supposed to fly through them on the dragon. So like in general it's pretty fine, but this jump here is pretty like precise.
Yeah, it's fine. I think I can do it without the print screen scratch most of the time.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. You're actually good at that.
Yeah, it makes no sense. I know. I just have a setup that works, but I know that it's not cool. So here's some new-ish strats. Oh god, I took damage. Is there a health pot somewhere? I don't even know.
Yeah, it's the when you jump down in bounds again.
Oh yeah.
There's one surrounded by coins.
Come on, get on the roof. Okay. Then I need to do a walk-off jump here, and then I can get up here, and now I can get on this wall. So this is very tiny time save compared to what we used to do. But what we used to do had to involve a tree and jumping on that to get out of bounds, which was really annoying. Yeah, this is the last level of the game. It's a giant castle. You're supposed to fight some ships with a cannon.
You're supposed to collect 20 cannonballs to shoot down a bunch of ships, and then...
But once you do
a big level.
Yeah, once you do fight those ships, the boss ship spawns, and then you have to go out to the boss ship and blah 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 blah, and you'll see
a really annoying fight.
Yeah, you can explain the contents, like what we're doing now while I'm doing it. Like the ship.
Now now he's moving towards where the ship is. And the ship is not spawned, but everything inside the ship is spawned for some reason. And the end level trigger is a fuse that you need to hit to blow up the ship or something. No, you blow up a cage. I think.
With money behind.
Yeah, and by just hitting the fuse, and then you die, but the fuse is still burning.
And time.
So, yeah, that's the game.
Yeah, now we can watch the amazing cutscene, and then it's time for Invention 2, which is not a good game. This is actually a good game, but the next game won't be, so... Oh, look at her smile, she's so happy. And that's the ship we just blew up, or something, yeah, pretty sure. And that's the last boss that we totally just fought. And that was... Finally, the power saber is yours. That is that, for sure, the end of the adventure. I don't know.
I mean, I hope they make a...
Sequel? Yeah.
Yeah, make a sequel for it, but... I don't know. It's been a few years.
So this is Nikita, Mystery of the Hidden Pirate Treasure, or whatever. The Polish kids game. I'm just gonna swap games now. Thank you, Jan, for helping with the commentary. It was really fun.
Yeah, no worries. It's a good game. Everyone should pick it up.
Yeah.